Watch Austyns, Stancil, Christina Eagle, and Jack Tankersley perform in The Voice's first knockouts of the season. Exclusive. The knockouts are back in session. In a clip premiering exclusively with people on Nov 8 from an upcoming episode of The Voice, Team Snoop's Austyns, Stancil, Christina Eagle, and Jack Tankersley put on energetic performances in hopes of staying in the competition. In the clip, Stancil takes the stage first to perform Dance with My Father by Luther Vandross. Once he finished, he got a standing ovation from coaches Gwen Stefani and Michael Bublé. Eagle then walks on stage to give him a big hug and calls his performance beautiful. My team plays together. Yes, sir. I love that, Snoop, 53, says in response. When it was Eagle's turn to perform, she opted for Maren Morris's My Church. Team Gwen's Austyns, Stancil earns a rare triple steal on The Voice after losing the battle round. She is so good. I love her, Stephanie declares after her performance, which prompts a loud reaction from the crowd. Tankersley was the final contestant to take the stage with a performance of Going, Going, Gone by Luke Combs, and he got a good job by coach Reba McEntire in the end. After the performances, all three contestants stood center stage for commentary from the coaches. Austyns, you were spirit-filled. Somebody upstairs you were missing? McEntire, 69, asks the contestant, my father. I lost him, and I'm so happy to be here and sing this song in front of you guys, he responds. It's so amazing how healing music is. Your dad's not with us. My dad's not with us. So this is a song that goes to the heart. Very powerful, McEntire says with tears in her eyes. Meanwhile, Stephanie, 55, couldn't help but rave about Eagle's performance. Security may have to come get me because I'm like a super fan of Christina. That was a crazy performance, and to be able to have that kind of personality and charisma on stage. I can't believe you're not signed. I just think you're really special. Jake, I want to be like you, dude. I might go home dressed like you, Bublé adds of Tankersley. You killed it out here today, brother. Then, Snoop expressed how grateful he was for his contestants. Let me say this first. The way you two hugged him. That's what I loved about my team. We know when to love and care for each other, he says. Brother Austyns, we talk about when you sing, think about the great times you had with your dad. Bringing that spirit to the stage, we felt you. Reba was crying, I was crying, he says. Truly honored to have you on my team. Nashville duo Mr. Moon chooses Team Snoop over Team Reba in shocking selection on The Voice. Christina Eagle, my spirit animal, he adds. Because when you sing, you bring out the gangster Holy Ghost in me. I feel what you sing. It's a gift. And it's an honor to have you on my team, and you did an amazing job tonight. Jake, don't break my heart. This is country music's finest right here. I love the way you took that information that I gave you and you made it your record. I could just feel it all. And you made me proud to be your coach, Snoop concludes. At the end of the clip, Snoop is tasked with the difficult decision of deciding who stays in the competition. The Voice airs Mondays and Tuesdays on NBC at 8 p.m. and is available to stream on Peacock the next day. The anticipation in the studio was electric. As the lights dimmed and the familiar jingle of The Voice resonated through the air, viewers knew they were in for something special. It was the first round of knockouts this season, a pivotal stage in the competition where rising stars face off, showcasing their raw talent and hoping to impress both the judges and the audience. Three names stood out on this thrilling evening: Austyns, Stancil, Christina Eagle, and Jack Tankersley. Each contestant had brought their own unique flavor to the show thus far, but now, in the knockouts, they were about to unleash performances that would leave the audience in awe. Austyns, Stancil, the soulful storyteller, Austyns Stancil walked onto the stage with an air of quiet confidence. But those who had been following his journey knew that his strength lay not just in his voice, but in his ability to tell a story through music. Originally from a small town, Austyns' backstory of struggle and perseverance resonated deeply with the audience. His voice, a rich blend of deep, soulful tones, had a way of pulling listeners into his world. As the first notes of his chosen song began to play, it was clear that Austyns had carefully selected a piece that would highlight his emotional depth. He had chosen a ballad with lyrics that spoke of heartache and resilience, something that seemed to mirror his own life. His rendition of the song was powerful yet controlled. Each note was imbued with feeling, and as he reached the chorus, his voice soared, filling the room with a wave of sound that wrapped itself around the audience like a warm embrace. The judges, visibly moved, leaned in closer. John Legend, known for his appreciation of vocal control and emotional delivery, nodded in approval. Kelly Clarkson clutched her heart as if the performance had hit her in a deeply personal way. As Austyns' final note lingered in the air, there was a brief moment of silence before the crowd erupted into applause. Austyns' performance wasn't just about hitting the right notes. It was about connection. His ability to make everyone in the room feel as though they were experiencing the song's journey with him was his superpower. In this knockout round, Austyns had cemented his place as not just a vocalist, but a storyteller, a true artist in every sense of the word. Christina Eagle. The dynamic diva next up was Christina Eagle, the firecracker of the competition. Christina had been a fan favorite from the very beginning, thanks to her high-energy performances and fierce determination. But tonight, she was determined to show a different side of herself, one that went beyond the glitz and glam of her previous numbers. Stepping onto the stage in a sleek black outfit, Christina exuded confidence. Her song choice was bold, an upbeat pop anthem that required both vocal agility and stage presence. As the music started, Christina's voice rang out, strong and unwavering. From the first note, it was clear that this was her moment. She moved across the stage with the precision of a seasoned performer, hitting every note with clarity and power. But what really set Christina apart was her ability to own the stage. She didn't just sing the song, she lived it. With every gesture, every glance at the audience, she commanded attention. Her voice effortlessly climbed through the octaves, delivering the kind of vocal gymnastics that left everyone breathless. She was a true diva in the making, blending vocal prowess with a magnetic stage presence that was impossible to ignore. Gwen Stefani, known for her pop-rock roots, was visibly impressed. "You're a star," Gwen declared after Christina's performance, her eyes gleaming with excitement. Blake Shelton, often the most reserved judge, couldn't help but smile. "You're a force to be reckoned with," he said, nodding his head in approval. Christina Eagle had delivered a knockout performance, reminding everyone why she was a front-runner in this competition. She had shown that she could balance vocal precision with stage charisma, a rare combination that could take her far. Jack Tankersley, the indie dreamer. The final contestant of the night was Jack Tankersley, the indie artist with a heart full of dreams. Jack was something of an enigma on The Voice. His soft-spoken nature and quirky style had made him a dark horse in the competition, but his unique voice had captivated the judges from the start. His performances up until now had been introspective and mellow, drawing comparisons to indie greats like Bon Iver and Sufjan Stevens. For his knockout round, Jack had chosen an acoustic ballad, staying true to his artistic roots. Sitting on a stool with his guitar, the stage lights dimmed to a soft glow. There was no fanfare, no elaborate staging, just Jack, his guitar, and his voice. As he strummed the first chords, the audience was immediately drawn in. Jack's voice, ethereal and haunting, floated above the delicate melody, creating a serene, almost otherworldly atmosphere. His performance was intimate, as if he were singing to each person individually. It was a stark contrast to Christina's high-octane energy and Austyns' soulful power. But that was Jack's magic, his ability to create a moment of quiet beauty amidst the chaos. The song built gradually, and by the time Jack reached the chorus, his voice swelled with emotion, filling the room with a palpable sense of longing and vulnerability. It was a performance that felt deeply personal, almost like a glimpse into Jack's soul. When he finished, the room was still for a moment, as if everyone was afraid to break the spell he had cast.